But now we get that rematch of Boomy versus Cake at losers quarters. Not rematch, but they've fought together before, albeit very sparingly, and now the game's so different in terms of what they're playing, right? With Cake on Fate, which is just clearly very developed. And I'm wondering what Boomy's going to play. We've seen both Boomy and
keep going Cassidy.
We've seen both Boomy and Sandstorm bringing out a ton of different legends. Some that we would never even expect them to see, right? With Sandstorm playing the Sentinel against Noel and making the game so close up until game 5. Yeah, here's a button check between Neeze and VipR. So Neeze with the medal around his neck, 7th place in doubles this weekend. Now, guaranteed 7th place for singles as well. Took out Blood Diamond 3-1. VipR, on the other hand, took out Ishet at 3-0, who knocked out Addy Mystic shortly before him.
So Neeze looking to push beyond that 7th place. These matches are going to be, like, obviously the further you get in bracket, the tougher the matches are.
Right.
These are really tough ones. He has VipR, and if he wins this, he's straight into Noel. That's kind of like that's a brutal setup.
The rest of the bracket's really going to be a brutal setup. Because if you look at who's left, Sandstorm Blue, Boomy Cake, Noel, and then the winner of this match. And let's see, Noel won DreamHack Winter last time when he was in shopping. We've got Sandstorm, who's winning everything in North America. We've got Blue, that's winning everything in EU. We have Boomy, who has won 2v2 events and 1v1 events all throughout the past few years.
All of these people.
Cake, previous world champion.
Has Cake won a singles tournament?
I don't know.
I don't know if he's done that.
This year. I'm only thinking
Definitely not this year. But he has won tournaments before, and guaranteed in 2v2s. So other than Nye and Neeze, all of these players have won tournaments with an S.
Yeah, no, this is the farther we get in the top 8, the more terrifying that it gets. And Neeze versus VipR is opening up here. Neeze on the Lin Fei. VipR on Ragnar, Qatar Dittos, and Sue. And he picks up the cannon and really close to being able to get something in there. But VipR is doing a great job of avoiding all of Neeze's openings until then point.
In this top 8, by the way, we have 3 cannons.
That's true. I forgot that Neeze was rocking the Lin Fei. Cannon is picking up steam. Nair after Nair. Cannon Nair is like Gun Nair, but eventually it kills.
Yeah.
It's
exactly.
It's kind of terrifying.
I bet the hitbox on Nair for Cannon is probably almost as big when you combine the 2 shots from Gun Nair.
Yeah.
I bet it's not as big, but I bet it's close.
Ooh, the dragon comes so close. Lin Fei's down signature is excellent on Shipwreck Falls. Like, you know how I was talking about like Thor down sig on Twilight Grove? And I think when I think of Lin Fei's favorite map for down signature, it's definitely Shipwreck Falls because it covers almost entirely the whole wall. VipR, excellent. Excellent axe attack. Bringing Neeze down to the ground. Evens up the stocks 2-2. VipR taking a little bit of damage, and Neeze with a small lead. Waits for a weapon spawn. Perfect area. VipR could only punish with the Qatar weapon toss.
It's Qatar v. Qatars now. Sidelights back-to-back coming in. VipR's able to punish Neeze's sidelight.
Ooh, and the neutral signature off the D-Light. Move comes out so incredibly quickly.
Qatar Dittos are kind of interesting because they're like, it's kind of like one hit at a time. Between 2 Qatar players that are like similarly skilled, it's just like one hit at a time. There's not really any huge momentum strings because the startup is so low that you kind of have to just really get a solid read, or else they're going to respond with a Nair.
Not to mention that another Qatar player is going to know so damn well what you want to do with your string that they're just going to be able to avoid it and get out of it. But the down sig actually doesn't take him out.
That was on stage, unfortunately for VipR.
Ooh, VipR puts another down sig and goes for the side light. Sarah does not hit, and Neeze is unarmed. Man, Neeze has been just getting boxed off the right side of the stage, and I was surprised he didn't immediately go for that weapon. Dodge all the way to the weapon toss, and the side signature from Neeze. One of the... That move takes a long time to finish being used. Evens up immediately by VipR. Didn't even take any damage, in fact. Last time, Neeze had a small lead. This time, it's completely even. But Qatars versus Axe, VipR seems to be pretty comfortable as he opens up with a nice little 2-part string. Went for a neutral light, but Neeze landed behind him. Down air into down light, doesn't hit, but the neutral light does, and the weapon toss side light nair. Ooh, goes for the recovery.
Massive damage coming out from VipR in just a maybe 5 to 6 hit string, which that still sounds like a lot, because it kind of is.
It is, especially for Axe.
Ooh.
Neutral light sends him flying, and the weapon toss makes him go low. Can he get the ground pound? No, goes for the dive kick and a recovery. Puts Neeze up so very high, but at this point, if VipR can't find any of the signatures that Ragnar has, the only other move that he has reliably to kill with his recovery, he goes for it. Neutral stick dodged out of the way, spot dodge by VipR in the air. Such a great option to be going against a move that's that quick.
And you
Nair disarms him.
He did the neutral light into the recovery before. Neeze was able to dodge away from that. So he went for the neutral light into something else. He was going to go for hopefully getting the dodge for a D-light into the recovery. The D-light didn't hit, but he was able to clean up that game. Fozy coming in, trying to provide some help to Neeze.
Wondering if Neeze will go to Ember that we saw a lot in 2v2s.
VipR's trying to read some lips, but Fozy's positioning is impeccable. Facing away from VipR, that's tech.
Do you think that's what he was doing? Lip reading?
I think he was trying to.
Are you any good at reading lips?
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, I'm not good at reading English words.
Ooh. That's...
Ask Magma Bob. He can confirm.
I guess that's why.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Ragnar swap from Neeze. It's not the full disrespect swap because he's not matching the similar color or skin or stance.
Right.
So that leads me to believe that Neeze has this Ragnar in singles.
This is like some Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla stuff right here.
Yes.
Literally. Ragnar against Ragnar. VipR and Neeze. On Mammoth Fortress. Ooh. Swats him in the face for going for that neutral sig. And it's going to be so interesting. I guess VipR really did play incredibly well against Neeze's cannon. And when the guitar deals were coming out, it was just too even. And the Axe, while traditionally you might look at Axe and go like, well, yeah, guitars do really well against that weapon. VipR just seemed to be so comfortable in the matchup against Neeze in particular.
Signatures coming out right over the edge. Neither one picking up. Both players extremely even at this point. Neeze is just a little bit behind, especially after that neutral light. VipR has the Axe in his hands, means kill potential very high. Back-to-back Sares. Is that going to be deadly? Yes, it is.
I'm surprised. I thought Neeze touched the ground before that second Sare hit, but VipR must have gotten pixels away.
Neeze putting his head in his hand. Maybe second guessing this Ragnar pick. VipR's already up one game.
Ooh, with that dash jump down air, is that going to be enough? No, VipR recovers in the different direction, but Neeze.
That exhausted recovery was contested by Neeze with the down air. Neeze coming out victorious from that. Tying it up while taking just a frog's hair of damage.
Ooh, double down line, trying to go for the triple. Attacking on damage wherever he can. VipR switches over the Axe. We saw him do really well against Neeze's guitars on Lin Fei. He fades back with some side airs. Neeze isn't throwing out anything just yet, but the down light nair. Ooh, nice down air from VipR. Puts him in the prime position to get these anti-airs. And that's one of my favorite moves that Axe has against guitars is the down light as an anti-aerial.
But Qatar's initiation probably has changed and will change. Less dare heavy, more side light heavy.
That was a clever fake out. Looked like he was going to go on the left side of the stage, went right back, and VipR wasn't ready to punish.
You got to be careful with that, though, is by going under the stage, you're expending an extra jump to get back out from under the stage.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was worried, because I was like, oh, is he really going to go for that? But ended up working out. Ooh, side light nair. Ooh, gravity cancel side stick, just dodged out of the way, and VipR quickly side airs some of the guitars. Is that going to be? No, Neeze makes it back. Axe is picked up by VipR, but it does not matter. Neeze is applying the hurt. VipR and Neeze so deathly damaged, and that spot dodge was a little bit too soon as the sider comes out, and VipR with a really well-aimed weapon toss. Oh man, they just keep getting side-aired and weapons hit off both sides of the stage, but Neeze manages to take that stock, and the Ragnar pick slowly but steadily working its way in Neeze's favor. Weapon spawns. VipR kicks him away. That sidelight was really far off that platform, but he doesn't get anything else off of it. Oh, Neeze tosses the weapon away, barely touches the stage. That nair, what Axe nair is getting close to KOing?
Neeze has so much damage on the stock right now. Man. Even though that bounced him off the stage, that still pushed him into the blast zone. Neeze coming back Again, a tiny, tiny, minuscule amount of damage separating Neeze and VipR right now in this game 2 here in losers top 8. This swap over to Ragnar, definitely a smart choice coming out from Neeze.
Downlight Nair connects, and VipR is really putting it on. Another downlight Nair connects, and Neeze is now even in damage, but returns to that sidelight after VipR misses his. And Neeze puts on a ton of damage. Oh, double dealing.
Oh, his movement!
VipR.
His movement to avoid VipR's attacks. And then hitting that string is fantastic. He has a very solid lead right now as VipR's in red.
After getting him hit by that sidelight, I'm not sure if a Sair from center stage will do it, but a recovery certainly will. Neeze nodding in approval as the switch over to Ragnar definitely worked out. Stock number 1 looked like VipR was going to do the same as he did in game 1, but really the axe came into huge play, especially when he was getting those weapon toss combos off. Neeze taking game 2 as even things up 1-1.
And only 12 damage separating the two of them. 558 and then 558 minus 12.
3, 2.
Thought you were going to help me with the math assist.
No, because I didn't actually remember the numbers, so I was hoping that you got it. I think you got it.
546.
546?
I think that's what it was. That's what I remember anyway. Maybe it was 537. I don't know.
Small Brawlhaven means that siders are actually going to KO.
Yeah, they're
really
super early.
Dash jump Sair on axe will like take you out in yellow if you're off the side of the stage. Man, those side sticks come so close to burning their opponents every time, but never actually connect. Ooh, down six Neeze as he's on his way back.
Neeze's axe
Whoa.
is impressive.
Neeze just like ran to either side of the stage, turned around, and was just hitting VipR back and forth as if it was his own team combo. He's like, neutral, okay, get to the other side. Neutral signature, get to the other side. But VipR, didn't matter how much damage he took. Still got that first KO off of Neeze, but Neeze could return it so quickly. Oh no, ground pound didn't go off the stage, and he ended up hitting it. VipR punished him with a recovery. Very well done. Oh! Side air into pickup chase dodge down sig. Or was that, no, slide charge down sig.
I think he slide charged it.
Yeah, he definitely slide charged.
He slid off really fast though. Like he went really far with that.
Yeah.
Slide charges are steerable.
Ooh, VipR. Gotta be careful. He waited a while on that recovery and gave Neeze the prime position to possibly take out that stock so early. Oh, goes all the way deep with the ground pound. Can VipR get the down air? No, he goes for the Sair instead. And Neeze recovers into the edge. Down, sig hits. Imagine if that Ragnar down signature hit them directly to the right instead of up and to the right.
I can't believe VipR wasn't able to find a single down air when they were over there.
I don't really think that he even tried to go for the move. He fell with a side air too.
I think like Neeze was so stacked on him that he might have been a little bit nervous. Like if I commit to a down air, I'm in the lead right now. So if I make that huge commitment, I could get punished and lose this edge guard situation when I'm in the lead.
Ooh, falling Sair from Neeze. Down air hits, and VipR goes all the way back up. Oh! Avoids out of the way and goes to the down air to the side of the stage. And recovery from Neeze is going to put VipR deeper into the red, but VipR's putting so much damage onto the recovery. Side stick from Neeze almost as just like a get me out of here tool. But that neutral sig just allowed VipR to get the double recovery.
If Neeze doesn't find a kill very quick,
it's going to be over for sure.
Yeah, this game is going to go the way of VipR.
Ooh, nice weapon toss. Can he get the dive kick? Too far to the right, and the recovery still doesn't take him out.
Just too low, even on this stage.
Deal that recovery. Nice.
Neeze will have to play this near perfect. I don't think he's quite in red yet, but like one more move.
That is like a okay. Well, now it's
one more. Yeah, there you go.
Yep, there you go, VipR. Nice.
It was like midway through.
Ooh, and that's all he needed to be able to get that recovery up the top. Very quickly done. Now, will Neeze switch off the Ragnar again because it wasn't working? I feel like it was more of a stage thing than it was a legend thing, but we're going to have to wait and find out. VipR definitely is solid with the Ragnar.
Lucian.
Ooh.
Go big hat. Go big hat. Go big hat.
Looks like it's going to be Plague Doctor.
That's not big hat.
Be thankful he has a hat, Sparky.
No.
No?
No.
Is there a Lucian skin without a hat?
It depends whether you consider, like, is he wearing a beanie? Or is he wearing a face, like, or is he wearing like a ski mask on the Spec Ops Lucian skin?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I
think he's got a beanie on.
If you consider, like the ski mask, if you consider that a hat.
Is that a hat? That's headwear.
It's a hat.
It's headwear for sure.
It's a hat.
Okay.
They can be considered a hat.
Are sandals shoes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're silly, but...
Won't go any further into that. Game 4. Neeze against VipR. A neutral light from VipR puts Neeze off the side of the stage. Oh, man! When we talk a lot about how Small Enigma is very favored by Axe players for that exact reason, because it allows their sidelight nairs to actually be 3 to 4 to maybe 5-piece strings instead of the 2 hits they normally get. But Neeze has been doing a great job of being able to return damage himself, even against 7 defense Ragnar with the stance that VipR has chosen.
Now, is this one of the first Enigmas that we've seen today?
For singles, yes, I believe so.
Ooh, almost. VipR had just enough iframes to get through it. You're seeing a couple signatures coming out, which is interesting because I don't think Neeze can kill right now. The down signature over the edge might have, but with the high defense, VipR's not even red at this point. Now, the side blast zones can be really close on this map.
That
but
is
like
perfect.
That will. If you're able to turn your opponent around off stage like that, that will kill.
One of my favorite signatures in the game, at least inside stick on the guns, because it just, honestly, to me, it makes no sense, but it's so great to be able to get them off the side of the stage with the orange, and that's like the perfect place that you want to be able to get it, is as you're recovering, because of the way that it sends you out. VipR was able to quickly return a kill, but VipR was so much in the lead before that happened. Down like hits. VipR's finding all the attacks. No, the ground pound doesn't work out, and Neeze just falls straight down with that gun down air. D-Light is not quite fast enough as VipR is able to get away, and the neutral light punishes VipR for the spot dodge in place. So many gun attacks like the down light and neutral light, those multi-shot moves punish players for going for the spot dodge. Oh, man, there was like the slight delay on the side sig to be able to get that KO off of Neeze.
Now, something that Neeze will have when he has blasters in his hands is pretty high damage per move. So when he's hitting these 2-hit, 3-hit strings on guns, his DPS is going to be the same as if he was hitting 4, 5, 6-hit strings on guitars.
Right.
He's kind of really wanting to fight this offstage encounter against VipR.
And why not? VipR is unarmed and currently unable to find a weapon. That weapon spawns in favor of VipR, but VipR seems to be wanting to fight it off stage unarmed as well. Dodges past, gets hit by the recovery, but it's stacked into the side of the stage, and that recovery will do it. Excellent job by Neeze. He kept VipR off the side of the stage for an entire minute, it felt like.
Losers top 8. VipR's up 2 games. Neeze has to even the set up here. He's even the damage up, and he's even the stocks up. It's just a little bit behind at this point. But VipR has that scary axe in his hand that could be so effective on Small Enigma.
Dodges towards the wall, neutral light hits, and the streak begins! The dodge was gone, and VipR is now actually at a deficit. Neeze was doing so great with the guitars on loose. It doesn't matter that he's got 3/4. Cider from VipR hits him a little bit harder on the down stick. Ooh, not spaced well enough. Neeze was able to get past it, and VipR didn't punish that side stick with a Sair. Will VipR switch off to the guitars, or is he just going to rely on the axe for this? The neutral stick doesn't catch Neeze on the way back down, and oh man, the anti-air doesn't go right. As you're talking about, yes, guitars, they don't rely so heavily on down air to be able to get in anymore. It's mostly side lights. And Neeze is showing that. The recovery into the wall again. Oh, Neeze has got this game in the bag. If as long as he can avoid any of those dangerous Ragnar side signatures, game 5 is looking possible. Can he get down light into recovery? VipR finally switches.
Oh!
Puts up the down 6 side light. Goes to the down 6 again. VipR just waits.
Oh,
he gets in there. Can VipR make it back? Use the dodge super early. He's got it.
He
gets
the
to
bottom
the
side of the
VipR.
Neeze is going to fall. VipR takes it 3-1 by the skin of his teeth because his nair hit on the bottom side and sent down. If Neeze's would have hit on the bottom side on his nair.